Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 5 of the water type event. I'm spending it at Snowdrop Tundra. I'm trying to find Delibird. So far this week, haven't found a single Delibird. The event is so that you can get a couple Pokemon of other sleep styles. And so Delibird is dosing. Haven't had a single dosing session all week. So hopefully now that we're getting close, well, it's weekend now, I should be able to get some dosing, because just averages out, should be at least a chance for it. For some reason, I'm getting some insane snoozing, so there's no shot this is not snoozing, unfortunately. So just have to rely on that random roll on the dosing added Pokemon now that it's confirmed snoozing. So let's see it, everyone. Is there a Delibird here or what? Slowpoke. A lot of Slowpoke. Wait, I thought Slowpoke was slumbering. That's funny. I searched or typed. Let's see. Slowpoke. It is snoozing. Okay, makes sense. That is almost too pink. It's not shiny, but it kind of looks like it. Okay, got double Slowpoke, got a Riolu, got a Slacking. I'll take the candy now that I have a busted Slacking. Another Slowpoke. That's a lot of Slowpoke. Got a Psyduck. I'll take the Slowpoke too. I like those candies. Hey, what? A Slowbro as well. This is a very slow focused session. Mareep and Snover. At the very least, I can claim that Snover. That's going to be nice. And aside from that, I think I'm probably just going to hold my resources, but then I would like to go back onto the Slowking discussion, because the more I look at the Slowpoke that I found, the more I want to just get it to level 60. Just have to see where I'm at in terms of candies. I think I have around 1,000. That should be a fast track to level 50. But I think overall I should probably just keep that Slowpoke in the bag until I get another candy boost chance. It is even hungry today. That's amazing. Ooh, the Slowbro and the Slowpoke. I think at this point in time, oh wow, I even started on the Snover. Isn't it crazy how I got Slowbro almost to friendship level 10 already? This will be 10, so there should be a guaranteed gold skill. Maybe I can find a supplemental Slowbro. That would be a little bit funny. Just non-skill focused. As a skill specialist, that's awful, but you know. So, Snover is now befriended as well. I guess I must have just fed it a couple biscuits last time, or a single onto the hungry. I don't remember. I am in a biscuit drought, so I really don't have much to do. Is it the... You're all out of the biscuits you selected. Yeah, but I don't... Wait. I just want to see which Pokemon it is. It kind of looks like Slowpoke. Either way, I'm not going to catch it, because I really have a good Slowpoke already, as I showcased a couple days ago. So let's have a look at these two Pokemon. I think for the candy, the better Pokemon for sure is the Slowbro. Not too fan of the Abomasnow personally. Riolu bottom tier. I like it, but yeah, bottom tier. Mareep is still good, but I haven't really heard many people talk about Ampharos recently. Psyduck is funny. But I do have Brovinnie on my list, and I know he is really interested in some Slowbro candies, so I'm going to send it his way. Okay, got two Pokemon to review, a Slowbro and that Snover. Guess we should switch this around to the Slowbro first. And yes, I did use a Focus Incense today, and I will into tomorrow and into the day after tomorrow, because I really want to get to max rank again as fast as possible. Oof, that nature, that speed down, ingredients up. I mean, if this somehow is helping bonus double tails, that could be pretty exciting. Not double tails, right in the bin, but let's Skill level up M. Berry finding S. Inventory. Not a fan. Not a fan. Okay, what about the Snover though? I am on the hunt for that egg farmer. And I can't seem to find Delibird or the Obama Snow. Double eggs. This could be good. Ooh, it's berry finding as well. Nice. I don't remember what nature it is. Calm? Sounds bad. Double eggs, berry finding. That is pretty tempting, not gonna lie. Especially with the amount of time I spent at Snowdrop Tundra looking for the Delibird. Okay, first skill is berry finding. At that point, I would like some speed or some inventory or some ingredient. I like everything but skill trigger. Inventory, nice. Speed, nice. Oh, it's speed down on the nature. That is unfortunate. I think potentially this is a keeper just because I'm not a huge fan of the Abomasnow to begin with. And so with the inventory, berry finding, correct ingredient list combo, I guess capping this at level 30 can make sense. I don't know. It's the best Snover I've found this far anyway, so something to keep in mind. I still want the Delibird though, so I'm just going to keep going. But yeah, completed another goal. Let's have a look at these. Nice, cleared out that mission. That is good. And also gave out some biscuits. And at this point in time, it's the cooking and befriending 10 Pokemon. That's going to happen. It's easy to catch one a day. So then I just do one into Sunday, one into Monday, and boom, got it. In terms of Suicune event preparation, I am a little bit on the fence about next week. I have said that I'm very intent on finding the Delibird, but I'm thinking potentially to do some overstacking next week on Cyan Beach and carry that into the Suicune event. And not only that, I do get to work on that area bonus for Cyan Beach. Oops, I meant to click on the map. Because if I do that, then I also get a little bit better area bonus here on Cyan Beach. After this week, this is probably going to be 44%. And then if I go Cyan Beach next week, then it's going to be 49%, which is pretty decent going into that second week of Suicune. Probably going to do this island based on the recommendation by Brovinnie. I feel like he laid out a lot of great arguments for going Cyan Beach in the second week of Suicune. The main point there being the increased chance of water types, as well as the lower threshold to hit higher Snorlax ranks. So if you haven't watched his video, you should check out Brovinnie's YouTube channel. He's got a lot of good videos, and it's fun to watch. It's helpful. It's stimulating. We get a lot of discussions from those videos in NirtheHeart and also in his Discord, so it's all good. I can't seem to get some energy back into this Sylveon. It's sad. I have wanted to do a nap session, but I can't. It's just gonna mess up everything. So with my goal being to find the Delibird, I really need to make sure that I get that big session. So this has been a very good night team for me, despite the fact that it's all over the place. At the very least, the Tyranitar's berry finding and favored berry. I'm just trying to get this to level 60. As you can see, I'm getting really, really close. At level 60, the ingredients here will be more balanced out, which is going to help me a lot in my ninja salad cooking, as the beans is way too many currently. And I'm actually on quite the shortage of ginger. And so with the rebalancing of the beans, I'm probably going to be short on the beans, but I do have a mono beans golem, so I can just AB, or not AB, but I can tag team the Tyranitar golem, meaning when the Tyranitar's done its job and given a lot of ginger comparatively to the amount of beans, I swap in the golem, work up that beans inventory, swap back to Raenon's, so they just go back and forth, tag team. Lucario is also a funny Pokemon. Talked a little bit about this earlier in the week. I am hoping to get it to helping bonus eventually, and that EXP gains up is helping with Lucario being a D tier Pokemon. And yeah, I just happened to find a really busted Lucario. In my opinion, it's tremendous to get those 3 free seeds on an off-season Pokemon, or off week rather, such as Lucario. And then you have the berry finding helping bonus, and I had some issues with Lapis Lakeside. It buys me some more time to look for that perfect Meganium, Primeape, and all the rest. I even found a berry finding Bellsprout and Bulbasaur, so I'm pretty set at this point in terms of berries and Lapis, so that's good. And the Lucario has been helpful in that. Soup Dog, it was super funny that I posted in the video title, anyone's got a better Entei, and you guys have been flooding me in the Discords, in Brovinnie's Discord, in my own Discord, in the comments. Everyone's just like, look at my Entei. And honestly, I'm super happy for you guys. There are a lot of you who have even better Entei than this one, which is surprising to me given how expensive and rare the Entei is, but I guess that's just the nature of the game. Like, double skill trigger traits and the sub skills with a speed up nature, inventory, and another free 2 gold skills coming in later, or main seeds rather. People beat this. I've seen everything, like main skill chance up nature, skill trigger M, helping speed M, helping bonus, berry finding, just a whole soup dog. And it's yeah, not good. I am falling a little bit behind despite the fact this Entei is busted, so that just means I have to have an even higher threshold on the Suicune, which is intimidating because that's gonna be like 2 to 3 years hunt. Like, it's gonna be a that was a big thunder. I don't know if you heard that, but that was like shaking the walls. Let me just not charge my phone. Hopefully the computer with the surge protection will survive. You wouldn't know unless this video goes public, but yeah. So, also have the Walrein. This is a decent Walrein, but by far not the best. I got tricked into the ingredient magnet just noob trap early on, and here we are. I mean, adamant berry finding on a berry specialist such as Walrein, not bad. Especially considering the fact that Walrein is among the best berry specialists, and you can essentially run 2. So at some point in time, I would like to find another Spheal that is better than this one, that's very speed focused on top of that berry finding. Though at the point when this Walrein hits level 75, it's going to be dropping a lot of ingredients, and I'm hoping that at some point in time the ingredient magnet will be a little bit stronger, or maybe something happens to the combo potential with future legendaries. Who knows, but it's a decent Pokemon. And then we have the Doug Trio. Now that my Ditto is level 60 and is dropping tails, I have a little bit of a problem with leaks going forward. So I'll probably have to really work on this Doug Trio. I also know that the Doug Trio has been power crept by Quaquaval. We can have a look at Quaquaval too. Haven't really talked about this Pokemon much on the channel, so here's some new content for you. The Quaquaval has a lower drop at level 30 for the leaks, but that 4 drop at level 60 in combination with the speed and ingredient rate makes it so that Quaquaval actually stronger leak at level 60 than even this Doug Trio that I have on screen here, which is busted. So it is fairly cheap to catch. It's 5 points for the Quaxley. And so you essentially just want to look for something like the Data Miner, the Doug Trio. It's finding the leaks. That's the pun. So Ingredient Finder S, Ingredient Finder M, Ingredient Finding Up Nature, Speed M. You can't really get anything better than this for the Doug Trio. So God tier Doug Trio, power crept by the Quaquaval. So for me personally, not going to go for the Quaquaval anytime soon. Long term, it's likely because Quaquaval is a strong Pokemon and the large leak is a really good ingredient in my opinion. But yeah, I'm working on the data miner. I think at the very least at level 50, once I get that speed M, that's going to help a lot with the leak production. But I think level 60 is going to be a priority for me personally, just because I have the Ditto. It gives leaks. It helps out with the berries, the Snowdrop Tundra. It also gives Slowpoke tails so that I can really work in that dish level eventually when level 65 on the dishes comes out. Tyranitar is really good for the ginger and the beans. And so I kind of just have everything covered for the salad. And so after I hit 60 on the Dog Trio, I probably have to work a little bit on the other dish types. But here's the problem. I can't do anything with desserts because I don't have eggs. Still hunting on the SNOVER Delibird hunt. I can't seem to find it. Stuffle is as elusive. I haven't found a single good Stuffle, so I don't have corn. And then I recently got the honey. But it's not looking good for me. So no corn and no eggs. And that's a big problem for dessert week, as you can imagine. And I also don't have apples. I am on the hunt for cocoa. So 3 of the dessert Pokemon I don't have at all. And I don't know how I'm looking in terms of the curries. I probably need to get my Gengar, which is ABA. It has a lot of herbs. Herbs is big in curry week. Probably have to get it to level 60 so that I have herb, mushroom, herb. And then, yeah, we can have a look at the Gengar. Because Gengar is a big Pokemon too. It's been sort of interesting to see with the Quagsire now that it is a mono mushroom contester. I think still Gengar is among the best Pokemon in the game, just due to that speed and the value of these ingredients too. So this is the Gengar I'm currently working on. Probably will cap this at level 30. Once I get it to 30, I'm fine. And then start working back on this Gengar, which I want to get to level 60. Because then essentially, in my opinion, leeks, tails, mushrooms, the 3 highest value ingredients, they're always nice to just tuck in the bag. So even if you don't get a perfectly optimized ingredient farming with this Gengar, I don't mind having these mushrooms in the bag for whenever I do Ninja Salad again if I'm in a curry week. So that's the thought here. And essentially, when you find a Pokemon like this, it's got Ingredient Finder M, Helping Speed S, Helping Speed M. It's got some inventory and the ingredient up nature. With a decent ingredient list, you kind of just have to go for it, even if it's not mono ingredient. I know that mono ingredient Pokemon are really, really strong. It's a 1 in 9 chance for most Pokemon, and that will reduce your chances of also finding really strong sub-skills. So it is a bit of a balancing act going for the monos or having some tag teams set up. And so, or to like do off weeks where you tuck away those mushrooms that you actually don't need, or maybe use them as fillers. But fillers is generally not a good idea unless you like crack the pot on Monday, make it huge, like 400 plus ingredients so you can really fill it up with tails and whatnot and work on those dish levels. But yeah, so that's what's up with the Gengars here. Really satisfied with that new Gengar, and it actually buys me more time to hunt even longer on a good Quagsire, so pretty excited about that. And then, yeah, Candy Boost. It's just, this is my shelf. I'm working on these Pokemon, and this was my ultimate point. I wanted to hop back in and discuss Slowking a little bit. So this Slowpoke is basically perfect, I think, for the Slowking. Slowking will probably be on the team with Suicune in off weeks to just stack a whole bunch of tails in my bag so that I can bring those into the events. The thing here is I have Skill Trigger S, which can be sub-skill seeded into Skill Trigger M. Main skill chance up, and with the speed M is basically the best combo you can hope for. It's also got an additional speed correct ingredient list, and Sleep EXP bonus is going to stack really well with Suicune. And on top of that, it has inventory, so I don't think I can hope for much more in a Slowking. I don't want the berry finding on Slowking just because I do like the skill a little bit. I think potentially long term I'll dump 1 or 2 seeds into this just so that I can get to that nice 30. I don't know what that tier is. I want to look that up real quick. Let's see, it's called Energizing Cheer. And I want to see what those values are because that is really important. Level 4 is 28. So if I somehow can dump 2 seeds into the Slowking, like long term, then that'd be really strong because I can run the Slowking overnight and then it combos well with Suicune, hit the Suicune, get a bunch of extra tails, and then when I hit the Slowking, I have a good chance of that double trigger that will just heal 2 teammates. I don't know if it'll, like, if the double trigger, that probably doesn't go to the same Pokemon every time. And this sub-skill in general will more likely hit the least energized. So if I have a Slowking and a Slowbro, both with some sort of setup here with the tails and the skills and everything, then they just heal 4 Pokemon from 100% after sleep with 28 per trigger. So you get it pretty close to 130, which is kind of where you want it when you go into the sleep. So for a night team, that would be really good because then you go to sleep, you have a full water team, 2 of the Pokemon are Suicune and Slowbro. You wake up, you hit the triggers, and then that night team full of water types, they heal up to 130, which is ish the optimal point for the next sleep. So you switch in the day team, and then when you switch back the night team again, it's at 130% all the way, and it leaves that day open for whatever you want to do. Unless you're overstacking. That's a separate conversation. So pretty satisfied with the Slowking. You can see that I have 978 candies and probably have a couple I can release too. Don't want to spend time on that in this video, but yeah. Actually, I saw in the patch notes or the updates that at some point we should be able to just hold this plus 10 and it will just go on its own. So I'm just super curious. Obviously, I don't have it in the dream shards, and I will want to hold off till Candy Boost because it's always nice to have that low-level Pokemon to really utilize the Candy Boost for. And so level 42 is pretty strong, and at the very least, I should be able to get it to level 50 if I get another Candy Boost opportunity to spend with this one. And yeah, talked about this the other day. Need a King's Rock. That is one of the achievements, and I don't think there are too many Pokemon that needs the King's Rock, so probably just gonna hold off on that until the distant future. But it's interesting. It's starting to come together. I also mentioned the Venusaur and the Victory Bell. I'm super tempted to talk about those in this video too. Yeah, let's go. Victory Bell. This is really, really strong. I've had this in my bag for a long time, like if we see April 6th, so quite a while. And I just was not sure what to do with the Victory Bell. Was not really too in the need for tomatoes. I'm hoping that there are some bigger curry dishes at some point that really requires a lot of tomatoes, because then this could be really strong. Lapis Lakeside, because it's got Ingredient Finder M, Berry Finding S, it's self-healing, inventory, with a speed up nature. So that is a pretty solid combo, considering the fact that this is a mono ingredient list. So that's kind of crazy. Berry Finding, mono ingredient list, got some inventory, speed up nature, and some extra help in that ingredient finding. So very satisfied with this one. And then we have the Venusaur. This was a very targeted Pokemon for me for a long time. I think I made videos. It can be the case that I featured this before. June 17th. I don't think so. So this should be a first here on this YouTube channel anyway. So Mono Honey is ridiculously strong. And one of the reasons is, we can have a look here. I can quickly show the Victory Bell just so that we had it on screen. It's commonly used as a potato farmer before we got the introduction of Sprigatito. And some even have leaks in that level 60, which I guess is fine. But yeah, it's okay fast, okay ingredient rate. Overall, pretty good Pokemon. Now, what about Venusaur? Venusaur is among the top honey Pokemon. I think it's only Venusaur and Pinsir that can do mono honey at this point in time. And so with the 26.5% ingredient rate, having a mono ingredient list with decent speed and a berry finding on top of it, with some inventory and some more ingredient finder S with the neutral nature, is pretty good. I feel like Venusaur is one of those Pokemon where it's so much to try to like fit in place that the neutral nature is not too detrimental. It's just bad if you have ingredients down or something like that. So berry value important because the Lapis Lakeside. You have mono honey, which is important during desserts. And then to an extent, the ingredient magnet is nice. Probably won't dump seeds into this one, despite the fact it has 2 triggers coming up. It's just 2% is very low, and ingredient magnet S is not a particularly strong skill, and I happen to have this one, which I have wasted a seed on. So one of my early blunders. Ingredient finder M, helping speed M, ingredient finder S, helping speed S with ingredient up nature, skill level up M. This is essentially just a really, really strong ingredient magnet S because it's 3 different Pokemon. It's a mixed ingredient list, but it's got super, super strong sub skills. So it's in a way a very good Pokemon, but it's just very all over the place. So in the future, as the ingredient bag gets ever larger, then maybe this can do some damage. At the very least, in the early game, this was a big, big help. So those were some of the finds that I've had over the summer. And so hope you are excited for some more videos coming your way. And the free-to-play series is coming up. It's a parallel series where I play as a free-to-play account, a secondary account. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.